Okay, so Wednesday, July 14th. So, as expected, we came down. We didn't pass the resistance, very simple here on the weekly. All the lines are quite precise. It's just basically this candle close. We rejected from there. More simple than this, it's very hard. And when we rejected from here, it was this candle close on the weekly. Of course, the monthly also gave the rejections, the bigger ones, and the weekly just confirmed the same thing. And now we are on the 50, bouncing on the 50. Let's see if we manage to close the week above the 50 to try to bounce to the 21s, to the top of the range. And basically we are still ranging from on this area, but we can just bounce, and if we don't pass the next days the resistance, we might break down and then start to come to the 26 or even lower. Nobody knows. Let's see what the price says. So for now, just rolling down, just very simple. On the daily, the only time we manage to try to create to pass the resistance here, we closed below the 21 moving average and we got the bearish engulfing again and breakdown, and we lost it. So and then we keep on coming down, slow grind down, and now we are on the 50. That's why we are bouncing. This is the 50, which is a line also with the support here. So it's very simple. This is a straight line from there. So this is the other part. So let's see if this holds to try to push higher, but indicators still pointing down. On the weekly, it's pointing down, although of course we can have a bounce, but indicators still pointing down on the weekly. On the monthly, also pointing down. So remember the big time frames. We are already below the 12, but it's still 1 month to go. So, but we already broke down, and the resistance, it's also here on the 34.7, which is this candle close, and resistance, also the big one, it's here that we already are below, and this will be the big resistance, basically this yellow line, which is this area, but we broke down from the Fibonacci plus the previous candle, and we just roll down, pointing down. So next areas will be all these areas here. Remember this candle, there's no support around here. The big support will be around on this candle close. So remember the wicks and where we close on the monthly. Any close above this moving average will be a buy. Any of the moving average will be a buy. Stop loss below the wick, bids until the stop loss to try to make a higher low until the wick, to try to make a new uptrend from there if we manage, and then let's see where we go. So for now we are still holding also this support, which is the 28, but because there's a big liquidity pool on that area, we will come down. If we start rolling down, we will come down below that area because of all the stop losses and the liquidity there. Any closes above the previous candle and above this area, 37.4, we can come to the 45, 48, and to this trend line to see if we manage to close above or reject big time from that one. So let's see. There's not much interest on Bitcoin now. I think people are waiting to buy lower. So not many sells, not many buys at the moment. Just algorithms and trading the algos. The volume, it's not here, no volume. We go to the daily. No volume and just bearish volume. So even if we get this bounce, it doesn't say anything. We have also this trend line. And now we are having the bounce because it's the oversold on the RSI, and we are just having a bounce. We have this channel and we are getting the bounce from the channel, and just maybe to reject this area again, especially the 12 on the monthly now to get a rejection from that one. So this is a normal bounce, and now we are rejecting the 12, and we have all these areas. So only if Bitcoin starts to close above this area and especially here, the 34.5 starts to get a bit more bullish, but until now doesn't show. But the bull volume is starting to increase on 4 hours, but still can be just a bear flag. But as we see, we got this nice from the 50 weekly oversold, nice green candle, same size as this one, so we can get into a range now. We are already closing above the 21. We can still drop down to try to touch the support here, which is here. We already come one time, but we can come a little bit below. Even until here, it will be fine. But let's see if we have a continuation just from the 21 and the 20 to try to go higher, but it's possible that we can still consolidate here. And we have still the 12, because we have this big rejection from this candle. Let's see if we range here to try to push higher or roll down back to try to hold this support and try to make higher lows here or roll down again. So let's see. For now, looks like we want to come up a little bit, but we need to hold at least this area and the support, especially this support, to have the bullish momentum if the bulls start to push from here, or if we start coming down and just roll and be just sideways trying to push higher with higher lows here, see if we have enough strength. But let's see. Bitcoin not showing anything, but the only thing I'm seeing it's because we are on the weekly above the 50, bouncing from the 50 simple, but it's still Wednesday, so it can be tricky because many people can be buying. We go up a little bit, liquidity pool, and then roll down again. Remember, high time frames, the indicators are still pointing down. Okay, that's it. No need to. S&P 500 also, we've been in a bull run because of the Fed. So many liquidity, still green, but on the daily, we got this one. So let's see if we come down to test the support again. We need to hold on the daily this area here, this area on the 21, to see if we keep on the bullish momentum. If any closes below here, we will break down a little bit, and then the support will be on this area, basically these moving averages. So let's see. Bearish volume coming. We might just consolidate one more time, come down, correct a little bit. And if we come here on the daily, on the open today, and we come to these areas, I think Bitcoin will keep on coming down. And if S&P starts dropping more, but until there, this area should hold. But who knows if we are on the top? Nobody knows. I just know that we got a red one. We should consolidate. Let's see how we open. If we open with a short squeeze, and push higher, or if we come already down to test the support. Okay, that's it. S&P, Nasdaq also red one. Although we got this is a double top. So you got a double top, reject and did a double top. Let's see if we open now with a short squeeze, or if we come down to test this area. This needs to hold. This needs to hold. If we don't hold this one, next area, next support. This one, which was not tested as support when we went up. Okay, and if we can break down from here, we can have a big correction. For now, don't fight the trend, and the support is this area here, and the support is this area on the 50. So let's see what happens if we break down or if we keep on grinding up. Seems like we are getting a bit toppy on this area, but nobody knows. Okay, QQQ. Let's see, very rejection from the top. The same thing because of the S&P. This is a bearish candle here on QQQ. So, and we got a rejection. So we can still have a short squeeze when we open, but we can also come down to test the supports. Okay, Gold pushing, not bad, because of, so it's hold support here, trying to hold the 200 exponential and the 12. Resistance will be here, basically this cluster here, from here to there. And let's see if we consolidate or keep on pushing higher with gold. Indicators are pointing up on the daily. So let's see with gold, and very bullish move yesterday on the dollar because of also the stock market that seems we are a bit toppy. And all the Fed. So let's wait that trading view. It's a bit stuck at the moment. Let's wait for it to resume. But we can see that we have 92.6 on the dollar index and a bull move. So let's see if we hold to keep on pushing higher. Inflation also on up, so we're still trying to push higher, although it's red. Support will be here. As long as we maintain the moving average, we should come at least to test this area, although the indicators are already coming down. Let's see if we push at least until here or here. If not, we come to test the support, which will be on this area until here. We can do a higher low and keep the bullish momentum. So let's see, it looks strong. Was a nice move here. So although we are already overbought, so still trying to bounce. I'm seeing on the daily resistance will be the 21, but because we didn't reject the 20 and the 12, 33.4, 33.5, basically this candle closes here. And the top, it's this candle here, the top of it and the bottom of it. If you're a bear, you can try a short with a stop loss above this high to see if on the daily we do another lower high. That's the goal of this candle. It's another lower high, resistance, resistance. If we start closing above the 21 here or above there, starts to get more bullish. Let's see if we have enough strength on this move. It might turn green and we close maybe around this area. And that's it. One day at a time. Let's see what we do. Bitcoin looks very bad at the moment. Not so many buyers. Bearish pressure every time we try to change the trend. Like here, we got a big bearish. We try again, bearish. And let's see. We are trying to hold now this area. But we already tried many times. So from here, here, once again. So I don't think so many tries to, it won't hold because it was already tested